Welcome to my top 10 most anticipated comics for August 30th, 2023. Guys, I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. It's never too early to start that pull list for next week, and hopefully this list does help you make decisions on what comic books to buy. Before we dive into it, guys, I just gotta give a quick shout out to Whatnot. Guys, if you haven't downloaded Whatnot today, what are you waiting for? I got a link in my description box below. It doesn't cost you absolutely anything. You're gonna save yourself some money here. In fact, when you create your own profile and you make that first purchase on Whatnot, you're gonna save yourself 15 bucks right off the bat. So that's a win-win-win for everybody. So congratulations on downloading the Whatnot app today, and have fun on it. Okay, guys, so let's kick off this countdown with the hot seat. And on the hot seat, we have Ms. Marvel, The New Mutant, issue 1. How I'm buying or why I'm buying this book, I don't know, but it does have to do with the fall of X. Ms. Marvel is brought back as an X-Men. She's going on a secret mission here for the X-Men to help them with their situation with the loss of all the mutants. I'm curious to see what this book has to offer. Maybe now that all this nonsense is out of the way with her being a mutant and resurrected and dying in Spider-Man and all that stuff, maybe I can sweep it under the rug, start fresh again, and see what she has to offer here in those pages of X-Men. So this book is 36 pages, but it's $5. That's a lot of money for that. The book that's on the rise, we're going to talk about Wolverine issue 36. We have Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Weapons of Vengeance. This is part 3. Logan is teaming up with Johnny Blaze, and they're stopping this guy that has a supernatural attachment to him. They've been following this person since he was a little child. We got to learn about his history. Now it's present day, and it's kind of cool to see this book because you get to see Wolverine and Ghost Rider when they fought each other back in the past, and now they're teaming up with each other. It's kind of like a detective story in a way because they don't know where this kid is. They're like one step behind him. The artwork is really good. It's all written by Benjamin Percy. This is something I definitely recommend, guys. 28 pages, $4. So if you guys love daily comic book content, if you love me helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, why don't you guys consider hitting that subscribe button? Moving on to number 10, we got Action Comics Doomsday Special, issue 1. This book is a 48-page comic. It's $6. We got Doomsday back. It's like he's in the depths of hell, and it's up to Supergirl and Martian Manhunter to stop him from rising up above once again. So, I don't know. We'll see what it has to offer. I could be a sucker here buying this comic book, but it could be a lot of fun as well. Moving on to number 9, we have Batman Catwoman, The Gotham War, issue 1. We're going to check it out. We're going to see how it turns out. If I'm buying Spider-Man Gang War, why not check out Gotham War? It's the Bat and it's a cat against each other. Just a few years ago, they're going to get married and now they're mortal enemies. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know, man. 48 pages. This one is $6. Man, these are some expensive books this week. Coming in at number 8, we have Blade issue 2. It seems like a little while since Blade issue 1 came out. Blade was teaming up with some chick, and she was tricking him to unleash this supernatural thing, and he was tied up at the end, and then he was like released by some other person. I don't remember the whole extent because it just seems like so long this book has come out, but I did like it, and I did like the artwork, so we'll see how it continues. Legacy numbering, wait for it, 30. 28 pages, $4. Coming in at number 7, we have Death of Venomverse. This is issue 3, Carnage versus Silence. Enough said. 36 pages of $5 comic book. Man, so far we got what? One $4 comic book? But when it comes to the Death of Venomverse, I explained to a lot of the fans of my channel that this is a book that's like a popcorn summer flick. It's written by Colin Bunn. The artwork is flashy, it's nice. We get to see Carnage, who is, absorbing all the Venoms to get ultimate power and control. He's trying to eliminate his weaknesses like fire and Sonic's, and now he's doing battle against the other symbiote known as Silence. So, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens, but it's alright. It's pretty fun. Coming in at number 6, we have Ultimate Invasion issue 3. So, I'm curious to hear what you guys think of Ultimate Invasion after reading issues 1 and 2. I think it's been very entertaining how the maker has been going into the Ultimate Universe and kind of switching things around, and we've gotten to seeing just like the future get messed up as well. Like, it's pretty interesting story. It's very detailed. There's a lot that goes into it, which is expected from Jonathan Hickman's writing. And then once we get done with this, then I think we're going to get the ongoing series. This one, though, is 36 pages. Pay attention to these prices, guys. 36 pages, $6. My gosh, what are we doing? No wonder people don't buy comics. There's so much money. Coming in at number 5. You got to make a lot of money to afford these books. Local Man Gold issue. No, this is just Local Man Gold. This is a special. Local Man has been a pretty good series overall about this guy who's gone back into town and no one likes him. He got kicked off his team, and we've been learning like the history of this character when he was on the team, and then he's dealing with a kind of a mystery of maybe his past villains getting murdered, and he's exploring that, and his name is Crossjack. I think this is a very interesting story. I think it's done by Tim Seeley, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but it seems like it's been a while. And this one is a $5 comic book, but this is just a special. So I don't know if this is like going in between stories or whatnot, but this has been a fun read overall. So I recommend this story, guys. All right, coming in at number 4, we have Noctara issue 16. So we're already at the end of another story arc, and it seems like when a story arc ends when it comes to Noctara, it seems to take a break. In the last issue, we had it connect to the whole big game storyline that Mark Miller is doing, and this is called No Breaks Part 5. And so here's the description. 13 years ago, the sun set and never returned. Now with the forces of darkness staring them down, it's up to Val and M and the ferryman to save the humankind from total blackout. Noctara's latest arc comes to its stunning conclusion in a no-holds-barred showdown. So our heroes have found the place that was going to provide them with light. It was getting overrun by Big Black Top Bill, whatever the hell his name is, and it was just a lot of action. But what we've been getting in this comic is a lot of character growth through Emery, who is Val's brother, which I really appreciated in this story arc. So this is definitely a recommend book. From Scott Snyder and Tony S. Daniel. Great stuff here. $4 comic. Top 3. We have The Hunger and the Dusk. This is issue 2. This is a great book done by IDW. They don't have too many wonderful books. They're in so much trouble right now. But this is a story I think you should give a try as we get an alliance between two separate species that were to meet up and go on a mission, and they wound up getting attacked at the meeting place. They wound up surviving, and then what happens is they wind up going out on their mission. And it looks like these two might possibly fall in love. It could be like a Romeo and Juliet type of thing. So I thought it was a pretty cool story with great artwork. I think G. Willow Wilson is the one that writes this book. Gorgeous artwork. Man, I think you guys should try this one. This is a $4 book. Coming in at number 2, we have The Incredible Hulk issue 3. Very scary book. Love the gore. I love the transformations in this book. We have a supporting character that's this young girl. I can't remember her name off the top of my head here, but this is written by Philip Kennedy Johnson. Our heroes here wind up getting taken over by like this cult. Like they wind up, saying, oh, come with us, you'll be all right. And they're like, okay, we'll do this. And then they go into this cabin and it's all these people that want them and whatnot. And Bruce Banner winds up getting captive, and then he's changing into the Hulk at the end, and the young girl's like, there you go. She's like all about it, man. It's like she wants to be a real Hulk. It's a great book, man. I love it. I think this is so much better. No disrespect to Donny Cates, but I think it's much better than Donny Cates' run. It kind of has that Immortal Hulk vibe, but even better than that, in my opinion, as of right now. This book is 28 pages, and this one is $4. So before number one, remember, we're not done, as we have those noteworthy comics to talk about, guys. And my number one most anticipated comic goes to World Tree issue 5, the end of the first story arc here. This book is excellent. I love this. I'm not sure if I like this better than Something is Killing the Children. I might, because it feels like it has a more in-depth story, but they are two completely different stories, and we got a big twist at the end of the last issue of the comic, and I don't want to spoil it in case you haven't read it yet, but after reading the first couple pages of the last issue, I kind of thought that's where they were going, but it was very interesting. And it's about this female who is in the dark web, and she winds up like possessing people, and she has them causing murder, and it looks like eventually it's going to lead to a takeover in the world. And for some dumb reason, she runs around naked all the time, and she's white, and she's got white hair. It's just very creepy, man, and I love it. It's an absolutely awesome book. I want to know in the comments below, what do you guys think of World Tree after reading the first 4 issues so far? So now it's time for the noteworthy comics. So here we go, noteworthy comics, starting it off with Marvel. We got Moon Knight Annual issue 1, as it's continuing that contest of chaos. I am no longer reading that little story that's going on in all those annuals. Then we have another event that's going on. This is Dark Droids, otherwise taking place in Star Wars Bounty Hunters, issue 37. Then we have Deadpool Batter Blood. This is issue 3. Then we have Cult of Carnage Misery, issue 4. We have Danny Ketch Ghost Rider, issue 4. We have Marvel Age 1000. Yeah, issue 1. This is a $10 book with all those $6 books. I don't know if you guys are going to be picking this one up. Let me know in the comments below. And we have Star Wars The Mandalorian, issue 3. We have Spider-Man India, issue 3. Moving on to DC Comics, we have Superboy Man of Tomorrow, issue 5. We have the Riddler, year 1, issue 6. Night Terrors, Night's End, issue 1. We have Nightmare Country, The Glass House, issue 4. And then we have Catwoman Uncovered, issue 1. What don't we know about Catwoman? Moving on to the indies, we got Scorched, issue 21. We have Conan the Barbarian, issue 2. What'd you guys think of issue 1? We have TMNT versus Street Fighter, issue 3. Alice Never After, issue 2. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 30th Anniversary Special, issue 1. Black Hammer returns with Black Hammer The End, issue 1. And then we have from Whatnot Publishing, The Plot Holes, issue 1. This is done by Sean Gordon Murphy. So there you guys have it. There are my most anticipated and noteworthy comics for August 30th, 2023. So looking forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, guys, if you love my content, check out my top 10 comic book covers of the week. It's a year-long contest, and you get to vote on your favorite comic book cover of the week. It's a lot of fun. And of course, guys, keep buying, keep collecting, but more importantly, always read your comics. I'll see you real soon.